Hey, it's Bev here with your deep dive work for the month. This month, we are diving deeper into the small moments. So, you may not be aware of this, even though you know it theoretically, but we have this running commentary going through our brain. Everything that happens, everything that we do, every small moment of our lives, we're just interpreting, commenting, judging, praising, criticizing, right? Opinions that we have. And the reason it's important is that most of our commentary about the small moments goes unnoticed by us, right? Because we're on to the next thing and then the next commentary. And we rarely will stop to notice what it is unless it feels like a big thing that happened. Usually, for most of us, that ongoing commentary has a very similar flavor. And so, if you think about it, if we're constantly telling us something similar about ourselves, about the world, it's going to affect how we feel all day. Much more so than the big thing that happens and the big thing we tell ourselves about that for a while. So what prompted this video was a very small moment in my life that I noticed because I wanted to share it with my coaching groups. I always start my intimate coaching groups with a story or an inspiration or a bit of my own work. So last week, here's what I shared with them. We park our cars in the garage in winter, but outside in summer because all the bikes are there. So my husband cleared out the garage for me to park my car in it, but I keep forgetting, right? Because I'm so used to parking outside. The other thing I forget to do very often is close my sunroof. So the other day, my son and I got into the car to go somewhere, and our seats were wet because I'd left the sunroof open, like just a little bit, right? Just that little crack. So there was a little bit of it, and he'd already sat down. It's really funny, right? He didn't even notice, but I was like, hold on a sec, I'm just going to get a towel, went and clean it. And here was my commentary on that small moment. I was so clever to get leather seats. Seriously. And then I had a little moment of appreciation for myself, cleaned it off, and off we went. And I started to think about all the possible commentaries that somebody who is not so, I don't want to say practice, but who doesn't so habitually find loving, appreciative, warm, resonant commentaries on what they do would find about that, right? You're so stupid, you're so dumb, why do you keep doing that? You should be better at remembering, you don't deserve a car, you don't deserve a sunroof, whatever, you don't deserve a garage, right? You can imagine. Maybe while you're watching this, you're thinking of something you would have told yourself about it. So that's what got me to thinking about, wow, all the small moments of our lives, all the commentary. And then the funniest part I have to tell you is on Saturday, my friend came to visit me. So, visits for us are outside. So we have this big covered porch, which has been such a blessing during this time. And we were sitting and talking. It was kind of cold. We were all bundled up and it was raining. And I noticed my car on the driveway again instead of the garage. And this time, the windows were cracked open. So I could see it as I'm sitting there talking to her, right? I don't use a car on a Saturday, so I couldn't go close the windows or move it. 3 hours I sat there watching the rain pour into my car, and I just laughed with delight for 3 hours. Every time I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, seriously, I love it. I just love it. And I just knew, come Saturday night, I'm going to open the car, dry it off, move it into the garage. No commentary at all that might make me feel I've done something wrong, even though you might be watching this and thinking, I did do something wrong. So here is your work for the month. Start to pay attention to the small moments and what you're telling yourself about them. How will you know? By how you feel. Notice a small moment. Notice what happens inside you. What's your body feeling? The next one. What am I telling myself that's creating that? Get to know your running commentary and what the flavor of it is. Just to know. Just to get to know yourself more intimately. I'm not suggesting you change it. I'm not suggesting you find anything wrong with it. I'm just suggesting that you gain more awareness of who you are and why you feel the way you feel, and just know it's just because of that commentary that's going on in your brain. That's all. That awareness, that opening, everything. All right, that's what I got for you. I will see you next month, which will be next year as well.